their experience, and they have a modern aircraft. If we have the same aircrafts, I definitely truly understood the war will be ended of this day. Or we have much more modern aircraft. We every time on the political, on the mass media, on the internet, we asked for the new aircraft like a F-16.
Yes. And what would that enable you to do? How different, as someone who's not a pilot, and especially not a fighter pilot, how different is a MiG-29 to something like an F-16?
It's a big difference. You know, the modern F-16, it's the modern F-16 about the equipment, about the avionic, about the communication, about the sign, about the missiles. It's very big difference between. If we compare the cars, you know, for the flight, MiG-29 is very good, the structural. The speeds, for example, F-16 and MiG-29, the same. We flew 800 kilometers, 1000 kilometers, the F-16 the same. We can flew 1500 kilometers per hour, the F-16 has the same. But the technical ranges for shoot the missile, the F-16 has maybe multiply 2.5 from this reason. Okay. It's much better. It's like compare the cars like old Audi and new Audi, like this. I don't know.
Yes. Yes. And is an F-16 better than anything the Russians have?
Yes, of course.
At their disposal.
Yeah, of course. I'm sorry. The Russian propaganda state, they have this type of characteristic, but we saw in this war they haven't. For example, they can have said they have 100 kilometers, divide to 50 maximum. I don't say about the rockets or any car. It's just example. They lie for technical reason. They lie. This is just propaganda.
Yes, and the Russians don't have any of their stealth capability in like the Su-57s.
It doesn't matter. Su-57 like maneuverable one airplane, but we don't need this maneuverable. We don't have the dogfight. If we close each other to dogfight, yes, it's a very important thing. But we have only long-range fighters. Who has more good weapon to shoot? Who will win? That's it. You don't need the dogfights when you come to the back and other things. This is not that game. This is not World War II or another things. This is only technical war. Who has more modern equipment, that will win. That's it. You can't imagine you have the only automatical weapon and you have only like a simple weapon. Yeah, automatical weapon will be win. That's it.
Yes. And can you explain to us what it's like flying a fighter jet in a combat scenario? Like at the moment when you step off from that base on a mission, can you sort of explain what that's like?
Okay, first flight. I will display the first flight because it's much important. Because you have like a nervous fear before the flight. You cannot understand what will expect you all think. You don't want to die. But when you sit on the airplane, the cockpit is closed and you're starting up your engine, the fear is gone. And you know what you have in your scale. Because our Ukrainians life, because if you cannot catch the missile rocket which has flown from Russian territory to us more than 2,000 kilometers from Tupolev aircraft, and you can caught it. You understand this missile will drop on the buildings, on the road, on the electricity system, and you understand how much um, important your task, because you are saved our Ukrainians' life, from the children to the older men or women.
The popular saying of close the air or the airspace over Ukraine, what would it actually take to be able to do that?
What we need to close to the space in the Ukraine.
Yeah, to stop the Russian jets coming and the Russian missiles.
Okay, this is simple.
Is
We need
Ukraine able to do that? Yeah.
Yeah, we can do it. The modern anti-air system, that's it. And the new airplane, like F-16, it can make the ground attack and the air attack. I think from the Ukraine, maybe I am wrong. Maybe 20 F-16 from 5 each south, east, west, and anti cover all the like a shield under the Ukraine. It's very difficult task, but cover the main the main ways, the main direction from the Russian camp. This is important one. I think we need. I couldn't say how much we need it, but for us, the anti system, for anti-air system, and aircrafts will be very good for us, and it will be changed all again.
Yes.
Without supporting the air, the ground forces cannot move. Without supporting the air, if we want the air, we will want the everything.